Hey, I'm Maria back with another video. It's 8:16 p.m. and I am getting ready for bed very soon. Um, but I was just kind of winding my little mind down here, trying to relax and everything. As you all know, I'm kind of, what do you call it, healing or trying to get my brain unscrambled. And I will say that I'm making a lot of progress, you know. I've been pretty energetic in the last few days. Today and yesterday was a really good day. I did a lot yesterday, and then today I cleaned out some of my things in my closet because I have way too much stuff for my little apartment. And, you know, it was actually, some of these clothes that I had them for years, but I was kind of attached to them, but I kept thinking, okay, seriously, do you really wear that? You know, and I kept thinking, okay, well, you know, I really like that. I'm like, it doesn't matter, okay? You only have so much room, okay? So I picked up some of my stuff and then threw it all out. And then I cleaned up my house, you know, because I'm really trying to get some space, okay? Having some space in my house is like of the utmost importance. So I've been doing a lot of cleaning, a lot of rearranging stuff in here because I'm trying to get more compact, you know, which is my goal right now. So I did get a few things off of Amazon.com, which of course seems to be doing quite well. I mean, it seems like everybody hits Amazon up for things that they need. It's convenient, I have to say, you know. It is very convenient, you know, but if you have to go to those regular stores, I think that's good because we need to keep the retail stores open. We got to keep going over those places, you know. It's kind of bad that Amazon's kind of like hogging up everybody's business, but, you know, I guess that's just how it is. There's sharks everywhere, right? But, you know, I guess, you know, hey, more power to Amazon, I guess. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show you what I've done. I'm trying to... I'm sentimentally attached to this old coffee table that I have, and it's nothing big, but I've had it for years, and it was my dad's. So what I'm doing is I'm going to, this is a huge coffee table. I mean, it's really long, and I'm going to have to break down and get another coffee table. I don't care if it's used, or I know that they sell some inexpensive ones online, you know, which... You know, see, the thing is, it's like when I was growing up, my family looked down on particle board, okay? Particle board wasn't sturdy, you know? And so particle board, which a lot of furniture is made of particle board nowadays, you know? So it's like, it's kind of weird for me to think, well, you know, I mean, I don't mind getting shelves and stuff like that, storage shelves and stuff like that to particle board, but I'm just weird about particle board, you know? I just am, okay? I'm weird about it. I don't mind it being a TV stand either, but certain things, it's just like, okay. But, you know, I'm willing to do that if I can't find a suitable coffee table like at a thrift store. So, right now, this is my huge coffee table, which is actually more made for, like, if you have a long couch. I only have a love seat, which I would like to show you my new slip cover, which I think is very nice. It's a dark teal. And I have to say this is so much better than the last one I got. And it was on sale on Amazon. It was like originally I think $46 or something, and then it was marked down to like $31, which I thought, okay, this is awesome. So I got it, you know, and then I needed a nice shelving unit. Well, this one's like one of those particle board type setups, but you know what, it works, okay? And it's good for my little space here. So I have enough room to put all my stuff and organize everything. These are my paints, and then I have like my you know, glue, my glue gun, and then down here I have my yarn and my books and stuff like that. And so I'm also going to need a lamp in here because the lamp I have right now is only like, I don't know, a 60-watt bulb. It only accommodates that. So it's kind of dingy in here, and I need it bright sometimes. So then I this is my old desk. This is my dad's old sewing machine, like I told you. I'm sentimentally attached to it. I'm not going to part from it. I like working in my little desk. I do. And it's like, I use it as you can see the paint stains on it. I use it as my sewing machine table, and then I also use it as my art desk, and it's just comfortable when I sit in it. It's real wood, and I feel like, you know, good when I'm by it. So it's sentimental for me. It's small, but it's all I really need, and it fits my apartment. Okay, no, it's not beautiful, it's It's not whatever, but it's something I'm attached to. So I've been, getting some art together a little bit. You see these these right here blank. I'm trying to figure out what color I want for the wall here. So I put up some color, just blank color, and then I will figure out what color I want. These two are blank. And then I made this yesterday. I was a little bored. keeping busy, but these are my pictures. And so, yeah, so I'm just kind of, fiddling around the house, making rooms, throwing stuff out, getting rid of stuff to make room. And I put some stuff in my storage unit. It wasn't anything of any value or anything. Most of it was just like, papers, clothing patterns that I'm not going to work on for a while. I'm not going to be probably working on any clothes until probably summer. Okay. I know I just recently finished a what do you call it? What do I call it? Like a sweater. It's kind of like a knitted sweater that I had for many years, and it actually had ties at the top. And then I don't like those ties, so I took the ties off and added button hooks instead. So it gives it a little bit of a different look, so I don't have to throw it away because I really like it, and it's purple. You know how I am about purple. So I'm going to keep that. And so I'm like, well, I took my body double for my sewing out and I put it in my garage. Okay, so now I have a little bit more space in here. Once I get rid of the coffee table, it'll be a lot easier to move around in here. So anyway, I was thinking about, my mood has been good in the last few days. I would say a little during lunchtime today, I got a little depressed a little bit. Only because, I wish that this issue never happened. Like, I wish, I think that every day in the back of my mind. But, I would say that I'm doing good and I'm getting my head back together. But, it's a process. And, yeah, I was talking to my friend today, and it was, we talk about this all the time. We talk about how we were so naive about what was going on around us in the beginning. And I know I was completely blinded. I didn't understand what this commotion was all about. I had no idea, and like a few years ago when I really realized something was seriously wrong, of course, I stayed up all night. I was like, what is this? What is it? So your psychic sensors start opening and they don't shut down, and you start digging and digging and digging, and then you find out what's going on, who's behind it, and everything. And I will say that I'm over the shock now. The shock, I think, is what got me so bad. The shock of all of it, and then the fear. Of what I was going through with what I consider to be dealing with evil people who were just being monstrous towards me. Not that I fear them, because I can obviously stand up for myself, but I was just like, what the hell am I being persecuted for? I didn't understand it. So my eyes are opened more. And we were talking, me and my friend today, I was just basically saying, this is the nature of humans. People can be very low and they can do all kinds of horrible things, But, I will say, like I said, I'm doing better. And just trying to, do my day-to-day stuff and, putting most of my energy into, taking care of myself, cleaning up this mess. I will say, now that everything is more organized, I feel a little bit better sitting at my desk, my little art desk or whatever you want to call it, because it's organized, okay? I had just crazy stuff that I didn't need, and there was paints and supplies on the floor, and it was crazy, it was crazy. So it was becoming like a nightmare just to, sit down or do anything. I dreaded doing that. Now I'm starting to dread my dressers and my furniture because it's basically too small. Like, I have shitloads of socks and t-shirts and stuff. And I threw a bunch away already, but it's like, okay, some of these things are still useful and I can't get rid of them. And I do realize I'm going to need a little bit more storage for my clothing. And like I said, I just threw away a bunch of stuff. But, yeah, so and it's all about getting organized, and you don't have a lot of space. And I'm only one person, it's like I'm only one person. But still, and I know this little house, I think it was built like in the 1940s or something. I'm assuming that families were just content, being crammed up in one room. Maybe, I don't know. Of course, they didn't have all the things that we have now. I mean, like, you don't have to worry about where you're going to set up your computer. You can tell, because this house wasn't designed for such accommodations, which is kind of funny. But it's a cute little place inside. It's fine, and it's fine, But I just kind of wanted to make this video because I was like in a Gabby mood, kind of, and in the last few days, like I said, it have been pretty good. My mood has been pretty good. I just sometimes think, man, I wish I would have known what was going on a long time ago. Not just like the commotion, I was aware of that, but I didn't know what they were talking about. What was it all about? What was the root of all of this? And I spent a lot of time being disappointed by people. When I realized who was involved, and then I understood what their true nature was, and I was like, oh my God. I can't even understand it. I can't relate to that way of thinking. I can't be that way myself. I can't. And I think when you experience that kind of evil, and it is evil, there's no way in the world, you could go back and be as, naive and as loving and carefree as you used to be, and I was telling my friend how much I wish that, I wish I had my innocence or my view on people, because, I knew there was some evil in the world, but I just miss being naive to just how much evil was in the world. That's the best part about, being young. I'm sure nowadays kids they may not even recognize it evil. It could just be regular everyday life to them because they're so, conditioned to think that this sort of debaucherous behavior is normal, But it's not. It's downright evil, unethical, and it just everything you can imagine, So it's all about me taking care of myself, protecting myself from weirdos, and putting up those boundaries, which is important. But so anyway, I'm gonna head off to bed, and been trying to clean up my email accounts and stuff like that. Get rid of stuff that I don't need. Meaning, there's sometimes I have like text messages that need to be deleted, and because it just gets to be too much. Like I get people contacting me on Facebook Messenger. It's no offense or anything, but I understand people want to say hi, especially if you friend somebody for the first time, you want to talk or whatever. But some of these people that message you on Facebook, they shouldn't be messaging me. I mean, go find someone else. And then, I'm welcoming to everybody, but, I have my limitations, and some of it, if it's going to be obscene, please don't bother. So, yeah, I just want to get tidy. I just want everything like cleaned up, everything, everything from my emails to the bottom of my kitchen sink. I just want that done. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to wrap up this video, and I will be back with another one some other time when I have a little bit more to say. There's really not much activity going on in my life other than, I'm getting better. I do realize that I'm going to deal with this pain, like this feeling of this is going to bother me probably for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? It's always going to affect me. It's going to affect me for the rest of my life. I accept that, because everything that I suffered was a result of this issue. Okay. And so like I said, every situation I'm dealing with, everything I have to face is because of this issue. So I do realize that it's going to be something that I'm going to deal with for the rest of my life. Okay? This is like the biggest tragedy that has ever happened to me in my entire life. And I have to deal with that. And you know, I think everybody has something in their life where it's just life changing for them, or it bothered them so badly, or affected them so badly. But this is going to be it, you know. But you know, you do things to help yourself. You know, you do things to modify your behavior or your mood. You know, you go for a walk, go out and do some light shopping, things like that. And you just kind of get on with your life. And that's pretty much what I'm trying to do. You know, so I have good days, and then I have bad days. And we all know what the bad days are the result of. But anyway, wrapping up this video. Have a wonderful evening. Good night.